Episode 4, Breaking Brush with me. Today we are at this place I'm calling the Boathouse because there's an old John boat out here. People that follow us and hunt the same area probably know where this is, but I just found it odd that someone just left a fiberglass hole out here. Therefore, the Boathouse. So I'm just sort of walking ahead to this area, just looking at trees and seeing what's huntable, what's not. Maybe I'll find some sign. Yeah, that's the objective today, and hopefully, maybe we'll harvest a buck. Maybe take a cool picture on that John boat. So like already, I'm about 100 yards in, maybe. You know, we got this small scrape. And there's a print right there. I don't know if y'all can make it out, but right here, there's another one. It's just one reason why you scout ahead before you drive. If you're ever in like an unknown area, it's always good to see where you're going first, if you're able. Or you might run over something like that. So my phone is laying on a trail right here, and this trail behind us, it runs into a large field. And then this trail sort of intersects and keeps going, and then this is a natural divide. This tree is a natural divide. It acts like a natural divide, so my theory is this tree on this path could provide me with a great shot opportunity. This is probably a mixture of cattle and deer, maybe some hog, but ultimately I think if we set the stage in this spot over here I'm about to show you and use this tree as that natural divide, we might have a pretty good opportunity over here. So we're right in the middle of this small field. You have this tree behind me that we were talking about, and then that bigger field is behind this tree down the path. And the path splits around this tree and then it comes into this where the phone is right now. There's a couple more trees that are huntable. We could definitely get a ladder stand or our saddle up in there. But what we're gonna do now, we're gonna use our LRF and get some measurements, because now we need to know how far away the phone is compared to some of these trees. So it is 20 yards from the tree that the phone is facing. Yeah, 20 yards. So this little field here provides 20 to 30 yard shots in a lot of different directions. And we can play this small little field here. We can play this small field pretty well, I think. So as Texas saddle hunters, this is the kind of trees that we get to deal with. This one's actually really good. It's a pretty good tree right here. You get up to some of these trees and you're like, oh yeah, it looks like a great tree. And then you look at all the work that you have to do to make it climbable. A lot of handsaw action. So here's that natural split in the trail, just a natural obstacle, and then it comes to this field, right, which we have like 20 to 30 yard shots if we put something smack in the middle. And then we have plenty of other options to play the wind. Spider. Thanks for joining me on Breaking Brush today. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Again, we did the same fundamentals that we did the last couple times. This is our contingency area, and then we have to find an emergency area. We talked about pace plan, and the pace plan, you can mix those up any type of way. As long as you have 4 areas that you are highly familiar with this season, I think you'll be a lot more successful if you just go with one. So make sure you're scouting, make sure you're getting out there, make sure you're putting a little bit of sweat in, and get those zones knocked out while you can before it's too late. Like I said, come September, the bucks are going to start rubbing, and you're going to start seeing a lot more sign out there, and that's going to help you hone in where you want to hunt in those zones. So just keep that in mind in the future. Well, we did the same fundamentals. We walked the area 360. We found some food sign, we found some travel corridors, and we found a natural split, which is also a decent tree to hunt out of. I haven't quite decided if I want to hunt out of that, because there's a lot of different directions the deer could come from if I'm in that one. But if I hunt one of these on the outskirts of this little zone, then I think I'll be okay. Let me know in the comments what you think about this area, and then stay tuned for the next one. Thanks for joining me. It's Jesse with Breaking Brush. Make it a mission.